so much, and welcome. We have the absolute privilege and delight of a conversation with Warren Buffett. For me, it is not only that Warren Buffett has been the most extraordinary investor and just an amazing success in every financial endeavor, but that he has always worried about the issues as to how well our country is working for everybody.
We have a great economic machine. Our problem is not abundance, but our problem is how we conduct ourselves in the world, what we do for those who don't get the lucky straw. I do think that you make very large sums of money, that you should not have a tax rate that's lower than the people that serve the deli bars, and I have a perverted sense of justice. What I did was I asked the people in my office to take their tax return for 2006. These people, on average, were sending about a third of their income, they and their spouses, were sending about a third of their income back to the federal government. Forget about the state government. I don't like giving numbers, but I don't think it's meaningful unless I do. I had taxable income line 46,885,420. You want to know what my tax rate was compared to that 32.9 for the rest of the office? With nobody, exceptions, not being below 20. My tax rate was 17.7. The personal tax code has gotten so far out of whack. We're turning out lots of goods and services, but we have decided collectively in the U.S. Congress that more of that should go to me at the expense of people working up and down the street.
You know, you come back to that a lot in your writings, in your speaking, and you know, it is hard to imagine how we've gotten to that position. Because as you were saying, you look at tax rates going back 50 or 60 years when the American economy was booming and people were doing well, and think about the explosion of the middle class and a lot of the dynamic energy that was unleashed despite tax rates that would seem absolutely unbelievable today. And yet we do have this disconnect between those of us who have been very fortunate and others. I have to ask you, because I've asked you before, but I think it would be great for the entire audience here tonight to hear your answer about why you're a Democrat. Because, people think that when you become successful, maybe you shouldn't be a Democrat anymore.
If you're deciding what your political philosophy is, just imagine that you've got the chance to set the rules in this country. You have to set the tax laws, the wage and hour laws, the educational systems. You got the amount to be spent on medical care and how it would be spent. You have to set the whole rules, economic, political, social rules of the society. Kind of fun like fun, isn't it? And it's you individually. It's 24 hours before you're born, and the genie says, well, there's just one catch. 24 hours when you emerge, just before you emerge, you're going to go over that big barrel over there. And it has 6 billion tickets in it, one for every person in the world. And you're going to pick out one ticket as your ticket for life. You don't get to draw a second. You don't get to change your ticket. That ticket may say male or female, 50-50. It may say smart or retarded. It may say able-bodied or infirm. It may say rich or poor parents. It may say black or white. It may say Bangladesh or the United States. You're going to participate after having designed the world with all its rules. You're going to participate in what I call the ovarian lottery. Now, it's the most important thing that happens in your life. And every one of you got that ticket. Now, what kind of a world do you want to design not knowing what ticket you're going to get? I would submit, in terms of designing a society that is neutral to the condition of luck at the time you're born, I think that the Democrats do a better job of